But it's a Phoenix 101, and we've got a Jubilee video. It's been a hot second, but this one is uploaded a few weeks ago. It's are all if all teen boys were 100% what honest. If teen boys were 100% honest, okay. And guess what? I'm a teen boy. Yeah, I'm 18 now, so I'm a veteran. I'm a veteran. Yeah, I know. I know. So yeah, I got a license. I can get into jail now. I can. I got the ID card. Anyway, we this, yeah, Mask Off is a social experiment. Authenticity and anonymity. The views are expressed. Whose names? Sure, fine. Let's share our opinions. Let's hear how right or wrong
In an
these
age of
people are.
call-outs, culture wars, and perfect facades, people can be afraid to express how they really feel.
Yeah, it can be rough.
So we brought together 7 strangers, protected their identities, and asked them all 7 burning audience questions.
Sweet.
What will be revealed when we take the mask off?
Let's talk about it. Got Liz, Brandon, Carl, Nathan, Will, Jared. Cool. Should I put my?
If the answer is yes, you will flip on your life.
Is it fine like this? Let me
Do you
know.
watch porn?
This is something y'all we gotta be honest about, you know. And let's hear their answers. Kai, Liz, Brandon,
It's
Will.
accessible, and because it's accessible and it's there,
He agrees.
people use it. I'm one of them.
Okay.
I think most
Sure.
guys can agree that they have at least at some point watched it.
Yeah,
And,
definitely.
You know, I mean, it's if you can enjoy it in a healthy way, if you can enjoy masturbating in a healthy way, I think then like by all means go for it. But
Yeah, in a healthy way. But then at some point, anyone can tell themselves, "Oh, I'm doing it in a healthy way," and yet it's an addiction, right? Like smoking. You know, smoking can be cancerous, literally. And for someone to say, "No, I'm smoking in a healthy way," it's like, in a healthy way, you're destroying your lungs healthily. You know, obviously, no shame to smokers. I mean, they're everywhere. But you know, it's like, are you just not fooling yourself in that way? You know, are you not just lying to yourself and saying, "Yeah, I'm doing it in a healthy way"? You know, it's killing yourself slowly. You're just doing it in a slower pace. You know, like, yeah, I'm just prolonging the pain and the agony and the, all that. I'm just saying, for people to watch it for some reason, because for most people, it's because something is lacking on the inside. There's a hole in their heart, and they're trying to fill it by glorifying themselves. So they continue watching and watching and watching, hopefully hoping that a void will be filled in their heart, and yet it won't be. You know, but because also for me, the first time I ever saw it was in school. Actually, there was a group of boys just there watching something, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? What's this? And then they were watching it, and then I'm like, okay, I didn't really know what it was, and I was just like, okay, I guess that's just how babies are born. And I was just like, okay, that's just how it is. You know, it wasn't until later I was told that it was wrong that I was like, it's that I started and I later developed my brain more developed, and I just realized, okay.
Yeah, I do watch porn. God. A lot of my teenage years, I spent a lot of time self-obsessing over it to the point where it kind of became an addiction. And it took until very recently to get out of the hole of, paying for porn. I do watch it, but I don't
Dang.
like to watch it.
Yeah.
Bring everyone else into the conversation.
I said no. I used to watch it a lot before. I would say I was addicted to it. My dad is in prison, so there was no one really for me to talk to.
Hey, didn't I say there was a hole in your heart that people try to fill? His dad wasn't there. He was trying to fill it with that.
About sex. So porn was my education.
And education, really.
From personal experience, it messed me up because after watching it so much, I'm sure we've all been there where you're on page 5 and like nothing is right. Like you're looking for that right video, but your dopamine like receptors and everything is so messed up at this point that the same thing
You hear that?
would get you off wouldn't get you off anymore. Right? I was so deep into it where I'm a straight man. I started watching trans porn because it was just erotic in a different way that I've never seen before. I needed more stimulation.
Because
Crazy.
Yes, because of pornography.
You see
So
that?
I
It
don't
just-
think it's just entertainment. It actually affects with your brain and the way you perceive life.
Exactly.
a lot of
Exactly.
teenagers or teen boys are really educated on the effects of pornography?
No.
No, not enough. Not at
Have
all.
you ever cried in front of someone else?
Yes. I was having a therapy session. My friend had just died, had recently died, and yeah, I mean when we were talking, when I was talking to the lady, I really, yeah, that was the first time I'd say I cried in front of someone. Never again has it happened so far. I'm not strong enough to. Personally, I'm not strong enough to cry in
I
front of
wholeheartedly
someone.
agree with the statement. I feel like it's easier to open up towards women, which is kind of embarrassing.
Right? And also my therapist was
Heartbreaking, I feel
woman.
like they understand emotions more because they really understand the whole crying. I mean, I feel like crying
Definitely.
is sort of normal to them, and they see it as like a way to express themselves.
Yeah,
It's interesting
definitely.
that you said that you're more comfortable to cry in front of women. I had a girlfriend and she broke up with me over text. And before that, we were like talking and I cried in front of her and I was being honest and I thought that's what you're supposed to do. That's what my dad told
Yeah,
me.
you
And
should,
I guess
but-
she interpreted it as being insecure and she broke up with me.
Damn.
That really messed me up for a little while because
Bro, Nathan,
it's like,
bro, she did not deserve you. Girls, she didn't deserve you. You were honest. You kept it real with her. She wasn't worth it.
well, now I know I can't show any kind of insecurity. So I don't
No,
hold
that's not
like
it.
crying in front of women. Like I'd rather cry in front of some family that I trust, right?
That's
Fair.
interesting because I'd rather find a stranger on the street and tell them everything I'm going through because I will never see them again in my life.
That's true.
And
That's
so, like,
true.
they won't be able to judge me.
That's
I'll
true.
never see them.
I'd rather have a stranger think I'm strong and my family know all my problems. So it's interesting.
Also true. You
Feminism.
see, two sides of the coin, of the same coin.
Has gone too far.
I believe feminism has gone too far. At some point, it used to be about empowering women, and I'm all for that. All for women empowerment. I support that. I will support that, and I do support that, right? But modern day feminism has started to feel more like hate men. Y'all feel me? Y'all get me? It's like hate men, hate all men, hate men for liking stuff. I think it's better if I just put it here. I mean, let me just do that. But anyway, it's all hate men, and it's just gone too far. It's gone too far. Like, why are you hating men?
In the feminism movement, there's so much of tearing down men or trying to put men back in their spot.
Yeah,
But
hating
if
masculinity.
women want us men to step up, then I feel like it'd be a lot more productive instead of tearing down men and telling us all what we're doing wrong, than to, on the other hand, to build us up. I guess for the sake of keeping us accountable for our actions, and as men, we also need to step up.
Yeah,
Giving
definitely.
females more opportunities to certain things, I just think that's quite unfair. And it's like you got to put in the work, you got to put in the certain things to earn these things. And it's not like women are
Right.
granted less access to these jobs. I mean, I know there's
Right.
plenty of women who are in business who are doing good things for America. I just
Right.
find it counterintuitive that this whole feminist movement is advocating for equal rights in certain things when they already have access to them.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I'm a feminist. I guess I believe in the equality of men and women. I think that when we talk about feminism, a lot of it boils down to employment. I think that the bringing down of men, you guys keep on saying bringing down men and shaming them. I think that is way overstated. I have never been shamed for my maleness.
Well, that's nice. Honestly, in high school, literally, they're like, "Oh, that's because you're a man or a boy. You have it easier." No, it's not true. I've been shamed for being a male. It's insane, Liz. It's great. It's there, and I mean, it's awesome that you haven't experienced it. Just like a lot of other people haven't. A lot of black people haven't really experienced racism. But that doesn't mean it's not there.
I think, if you look at any movement, there's definitely going to be like
Extremists.
a radical portion of
Definitely.
that movement. But at the same time, I want to open up the question to you guys. Do any of you guys have personal experience where you feel you've been brought down, like to bring a woman up?
A little bit like in high school. And it's not
Bruh.
like the worst thing in the world.
It's
we had
not.
like in ASB, my sophomore year, there was like happy thoughts, right? Like every Friday you just write something and you put it in the bin. it'll just be the girls and then some, more of the feminine guys complimenting each other, which is not a problem. But as they're complimenting each other, oh, look at you, you're killing it, and then they'll even like insult me. It went from being happy thought to build up women day. You know what I mean?
I feel like there's a wall, and we should break down that wall and focus on the human race.
Where's the equality you feminists so badly want? Where is it? Women's Day, but no Men's Day. We only got Father's Day. We only got Father's Day. Do you know how many holidays, public holidays, women have? We got Father's Day, yeah. What else? Where's the equality?
Women, not men, not Mexicans, not this. We should all bring each other up.
I've been anxious about my penis size.
Okay, I'm gonna lay it out for you. Not really. I mean, the boys are around, the guys around me have been, it's been something that's always talked about and always like, yeah, my God, they're big, it was they long, and I'm just like, what? No, that looks uncomfortable, like, it just seemed, I don't know, I don't really know. Maybe there was a time where I felt a little insecure, but I don't have anything to compare myself to or anything, so it's like, sometimes I'm just like, it must be uncomfortable having such a gift. I don't know. I'm very about that question, to be honest.
I
I'm not
started
really
watching pornography, I think around the age of 11 or 12.
It always
And
starts
that's,
with that.
That's a very impressionable, vulnerable place to be in. So, of course, there's always these feelings about looking at your body.
Yeah, and I think the competition is probably what affects me the most part. It's the thing you're like, I know good and well there's dudes bigger than me, and she says it doesn't matter, but it still plays on my mental when I go to sleep at night.
Yeah.
Currently,
Definitely.
I'm not really afraid of the size that I have because I am kind of becoming more confident in my body and the way that I am.
Yeah.
I don't really feel like it's going to matter nearly as much when you're with someone for 10 years as you are for a one night stand. So I am not personally that uncomfortable with my size.
Everything that you just said is true, and you just need to become confident in your own self by knowing
Yeah.
what people really look for.
Also, it's, you can always make it work. You can always make it work. It's about the technique at the end of the day.
It's hard to get on
Just
Netflix and
invest in
watch
your skill
Euphoria
tree.
and think these are grown ass men playing high school people, and you think well, that's not what I look like, and then you think about
True.
every person that I have been with or will be with has probably seen this. I think that's really where that anxiety comes from.
True.
It's just the fact that other people probably have expectations.
Yeah. Great
I have
expectations.
questioned my sexuality.
Never in my life. Never in my life have I ever questioned. I got a peen. I'm an XY chromosome. I am a straight male. I have never questioned my sexuality at all. I am who I am. I am what I am. I am what I was born as. Yeah. Others who question, hey, that's you, Rem. Hopefully you find yourself.
I guess growing up, I was never one of the jocks of school. I always was into music. I was always into theater, and so growing up, I was always bullied because.
It's weird how. Wait, I'm sorry for It's weird how society, right, assigns these things like, oh, you listen to music, you're quiet, you read books, you must be gay. Especially on guys, right? Like for me, I'm like, oh, you tall, skinny, and you're nice to people. I'm like, what? That doesn't mean I'm gay, bruh. Just because I'm cool with people, I'm nice to people, I don't understand it. It makes no sense to me.
That because I was being too gay or whatever, and I always hung out with the girls. And so I definitely did kind of buy into what everyone else was saying, the peer pressure of like saying, oh, you're gay, this is how you're gonna end up turning out because this is how you are now. With where I am now in
Crazy.
my life, I've just kind of gotten to a place where I've grown to be confident. I know what my identity is.
People thinking that definitely, like, it gets you thinking, you know? It gets you thinking, like, well, like, am I? Or should I be?
No, bro, don't let
should
them
I be
get in your
attracted
head.
to dudes because I like things that are quote unquote gay? You know, but then I
Which
guess
is
it
just
reveals
dumb.
the issue that like we've made certain things gay and made certain things straight.
Yeah.
Mine didn't stem from any kind of like extra like curricular activity. My stuff stemmed from porn, as I mentioned before. And when I started watching trans porn,
Crazy.
and it's weird to say, but like I got really nervous. I got really nervous because I thought maybe I'd be gay. And so I did my research on it, and I was kind of obsessed with trying to figure out like what this could mean. And all the stuff I would look up was saying like if you watch trans porn, you're still straight because they're women and stuff like that. But I'm thinking like, what would my family think? I've never sought out, and like every time I talk to a trans woman in real life, there's no like actual attraction there. So I'm still lost in the fact of what I actually am attracted to. But I guess I am still straight because they are women.
That's an
quite frankly, right now, I
interesting
feel happy with my
conversation.
sexuality, and I feel that it's not wrong to question your sexuality in terms of law in America. Like you're free to question whatever you want. You can question your religion, you can question your culture. It's just society is the things that constrains those certain things to be what's normal and what's wrong.
I feel like there's just
Society.
a stigma to
Society
be
is the
straight,
devil.
like, or strong, more like a pushing you into it. That even right now, I feel the desire to like explain myself, even though we're anonymous right now. I feel like I've never been with I've only been with like cis women, but like
Okay,
I don't,
yeah.
I know that, like no one is judging me. We're all here to be honest.
Yeah.
It's such a stigma that from the last 18 years of my life, that in this moment right now I feel embarrassed and ashamed for something that should just be, that's just the way it is.
I'm scared of dying.
Nope. Not at all. No, I ain't scared of death, bro. If I was to die today, so be it. Like, I'm not afraid of death. I'm more excited about what comes after.
I think of it as like I'm
Plus, I'm
extremely
Christian,
scared
so
of death. I mean,
I know
watched
where
my
I'm
father
headed.
die, like right before me. It's a scary thing. They just stop breathing, and just the idea of like nothing is just extremely terrifying to me. It's like you don't really know what's going on. Like, are you even thinking? Are you even there? You're just a blip out of just space.
It is terrifying. We don't know. And as a Christian, I want to pretend that like I know that there's heaven and hell, but at the end of the day, I genuinely don't know.
I think
But also, as a Christian, just to him, there are things that we just genuinely we don't know. But that's why the huge, most important factor comes in, which is faith. Faith. We have faith. Faith is, what is faith? A belief based off the absence of data. But it has no evidence, and yet you believe it anyway. That's faith. That's a beautiful thing.
I was always had the fear as a kid growing up that I'm gonna die and like not fulfill like what I wanted to do on Earth, right? But every time I thought about dying, it was as an old person. But 2 years ago, when I started working as a lifeguard, this lady and her friend came to the pool, and I have the music going and everything. She just starts having a seizure, and luckily, I did everything right, and EMS showed up, and she was safe. But then 2 weeks later, she unfortunately had another seizure while driving, and she died. And
Damn, that's
when I realized
tough.
life is like it can happen to anyone at any point, and if I just die and don't do anything with my life, then that's what I'm scared of.
Yeah, that's tough, bro. That's tough.
I said that I don't fear death because unlike you guys, I don't really have an experience, so much hands-on experience with death.
Am I afraid of the fact that I will die someday? No. But I think, obviously the fact that it might come way sooner than you expect is a scary thought. But like, it's the one thing that makes life like special. You know what I mean? It's the one
It gives
thing I feel
life
like that
meaning in a
actually
way.
gives meaning to it.
Yeah.
If you would never die, then you would never do anything.
Yeah.
Because you would always have more time to do it.
True. Also, I have had, I mean, like I said, recently I had lost my friend at school. At school. At school. It can happen at any time, but I still don't fear death. I mean, the Lord bless his soul. Final question.
Do you guys feel like you can actually be your genuine self when you're like talking to a girl or hanging out with a girl?
There's definitely different.
Yeah, I have a friend. Yeah, really just one friend, one female friend that I can 100% be my, well, actually two female friends that I can be 100% my genuine self with. The rest, it's a whole different personality.
Difference between like talking or opening up to like my friends that are girls versus like a girl that I'm interested in.
Like obviously, if you're
Yeah,
trying
if
to
it's
impress a girl,
friends.
you're gonna be dressed nicely. You're gonna wear some cologne.
Yeah.
You're not gonna like fart around her, right? It's like
Yeah.
It's a filter thing. But like when it comes
Definitely.
to your mom, like your mom's a girl, and I wholeheartedly trust my mom. So I'm gonna be myself around the people I trust more.
Yeah.
I guess that's what it is. There's a lot of times I walk away with talking to a girl I'm really interested in. I'm like, man, I didn't just go up and be me. And then my best friend, right? He used to be my best friend. He's kind of a womanizer, but I see him get so much like, success. And every time
Sure.
I've gotten success is doing things that he's done, which is just putting on a facade and telling them what they want to hear.
I think it's good to be yourself because, I mean, you can only put a mask on for so long.
True.
It's refreshing to talk to people and realize that I'm not the only one who feels a certain way about things.
It is true. It's really
It's,
cool. I wish I could join one of
It's
these.
nice
I have
and
so many
it's a step
opinions.
in the right direction for me and becoming more comfortable with being open and honest with everybody.
Yeah.
I think just the whole open conversation and like this won't bite me in the end later, or like someone's not gonna listen to this and
True.
think, oh, that guy's bad. I have more
I
safety
mean-
of expressing my honest opinions.
Yeah.
And whether those be good opinions or bad opinions, it's a better way to express one's true self without trying to be influenced by what high school is and all the people influencing you in high school, because frankly, high school is just popular culture. What
True.
people think is popular.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
This was dope. I enjoyed it. Let me know how you guys felt about this in the comments down below. Did you like it? Do you want me to do more of these? And what do you think of the questions? What are your answers? I'll see you guys in the next Jubilee, depending on how this video performs.